Hey everybody, in this section I want to talk to you about a couple what I'm going to call content hacks that you can use to help gain some visibility for your book inside Amazon. So the first one I want to talk about is if you are recommending additional reading material inside your book. I think it makes sense to recommend much bigger named authors than yourself. And the reason for that is if readers of your book end up taking your recommendation to heart and buying this other person's book, you may show up in this customers who bought this item also bought these titles. And this is a powerful place to be because you can see with 285 five-star reviews, this is a pretty popular title here. And I'm getting some free exposure down here at the bottom. And so what I could do to, if I have a book in, whatever topic you're writing on, if there's a market leader or if there's somebody who's an influencer in that niche, maybe you recommend their book, maybe you recommend some other bestsellers that you like that are relevant, that are similar. And if people take action on that, you can actually end up being in this section, which is a cool way to kind of draft off of a much bigger author's exposure. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the text of your book itself. And this is a really, really powerful thing. Because you're uploading a digital file to Amazon, they're actually crawling through the whole thing and indexing all of the words in that book. So, for example, when I search Chris Ducker, and I guess I didn't name him in that virtual assistant book, but here's an example. He is cited as a contributor in this Work Smarter book, and you say, hey, he's on page 101. They're telling you exactly where that excerpt is from, but here it is. I'm showing up third on a search for this guy's name, and this includes any author you can think of. Like, there's a lot of people. Sorry, this is not the right one. Here's an example. Somebody else, he's written one book himself, but he's also cited as a contributor in my book. And so here's the thing. If you've got somebody who's an influencer in your space, you can create an acknowledgments page, an influencer section, or maybe even just cite some of their work. But by including that name in the text of your book, you have a chance to start ranking for some of the search results that larger or that more well-known author could be able to pick up and send your way. It's pretty cool content hacks. Don't abuse them and use them only for good. Thanks.